Hey everybody, and welcome to the Your Life Blueprint Sound Vibrations. Sound vibrations, very sound vibrations. For the day of Wednesday, we explore the energies of every day, and so that we can get in touch with those energies inside of us. Today is the day of the communicator energy, the communicator vibration personality. And so, yeah, it's a day to communicate, you know. It's also a day for a lot of us, to transcend through the intellect. Those of us who have the communicator in our spiritual blueprint can transcend through the intellect. But even if you have it in a relationship, let's say, you can transcend, in that relationship through the intellect. Or if you have it emotionally, you can use the intellect to transcend emotions. I have it emotionally. So yeah, it's my emotional day. Whoopee. I can't wait for the rest of the day to see what emotions pop up. But you just watch them. The communicator way of dealing with emotions is just watching them, right? Feeling it, but not attaching anything to it, not attaching a story to it. This is the communicator way of being the observer, being the watcher, and realizing that your emotions are just part of the play of your life. They are not the be-all and end-all of who you are. So when we can feel the overall energy of them and then just watch them without the story attached to it, then we can transcend the emotions. So I'm going to read from someone who has this communicator in their spiritual, and that is the great musician and composer Tom Waits. And I'm going to play the vibrations of the day, which are based on the fourth interval. My kids are starting to notice I'm a little different from the other dads. Why don't you have a straight job like everybody else? They asked me the other day. I told them this story. In the forest, there was a crooked tree and a straight tree. Every day, the straight tree would say to the crooked tree, "Look at me. I'm tall. I'm straight, and I'm handsome. Look at you. You're all crooked and bent over. No one wants to look at you." And they grew up in that forest together. And then one day, the loggers came and they saw the crooked tree and the straight tree, and they said, "Just cut the straight trees and leave the rest." So the loggers turned all the straight trees into lumber and toothpicks and paper. And the crooked tree is still there, growing stronger and stranger every day. I like beautiful melodies telling me terrible things. This is about all the bad days in the world. I used to have some little bad days, and I kept them in a little box. And one day, I threw them out into the yard. Oh, it's just a couple little innocent bad days. Well, we had a big rain. I don't know what it was growing in, but I think we used to put eggshells out there and coffee grounds too. Don't plant your bad days. They grow into weeks. The weeks grow into months. And before you know it, you got yourself a bad year. Take it from me. Choke those little bad days. Choke them down to nothing. They're your days. Choke them. Don't plant them. You know, the Communicator has a lot to do with humor, but especially very like witty, intellectual humor. And Tom Waits is certainly a good example of that. Put on some Tom Waits today and go beyond the intellect. Why not? It's your intellect. Go beyond it.